What is going on, everybody? Dude, I was bumping out to the opening, dude. Season 2 opening 2. Honestly, all of My Hero Academia openings are fire, but man, Season 2 opening 2, the way it starts off, bro. Oh man, it gets you hype, man. How can it not, dude? That who comes in, that All Might's in front of him, eats it. I mean, it's fire, bro. It's fire. But anyways, let's get right into the awesome sauce. As you can tell, there's good lighting, man. Probably the first video I've recorded in like the past couple of, I dare say, like days or weeks, man, that I've recorded in flipping daytime. Because all the videos I've been recording have been nighttime, because that's what time I get home. But today I'm home during the day. So it's time to get some My Hero Academia awesome sauce while I'm still in there like swimwear and ready to go, man. So let's go ahead and read this. I'm planning on doing a double or triple. Up until 112 would be a really nice place to end off at. And so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Hopefully we don't have any extreme cliffhangers. Well, even if we do, screw it, man. We'll be in there. Freshman at Shiketsu High here, Yowarashi Inasa. Hero name, Stormwind. Yo, that's a beast hero name, man. Stormwind. This rescue exercise is heating up. Here I go! And here, once again, going with that wind, man, is blowing everything away. The angry squall of a man who epitomizes Strum und Drang. Number 110 rescue exercise. Inasa! Oh, he's using wind. How sloppier so it may seem. He's sending countless individual winds. The sheer precision and control he's showcasing beggars belief. Based on the size and shape of each affected person and piece of rubble. But it's still sloppy. Point stuck. Freaking old baby. Don't move them without confirming how safe it is or the status of the injured. The situation will only get worse that way. Oh, okay. Please forgive me. Hey, we're missing Cammy. What happened to her? The amount one has trained and their judgment are made manifestly obvious in their initial reactions. Inasa. Cammy's the Simka chick, right? The one with the lips. I'm sorry. That's like the only way I can flip and recognize it, because she has like a very, very distinctive lip structure. It reminds me a lot of like that one girl from Fooly Cooly. It's certainly true that you possess strength enough for your request to participate in this exam, normally taken by sophomores, to be accepted. However, you lunge in with your head thrust forward far too much. You lack experience and self-awareness. Let me push this back a little bit, man. I need to come forward. Don't do this to me now, computer, man. Let's just move in like swim. I'm trying to read some My Hero Academia, baby. Come on. Let's force quit the application. Come back. All right, here it comes. It's refreshing. There we go. You do realize that you're the only one who failed, right? He was, man. He got wrecked with a white Baku goat. Yes, I do realize that. All right, but could you please take this opportunity to do a little self-reflection of your own? You're too susceptible to his influence. Ever since Stain greatness, bro. Yo, they did that arc so well in the anime. Hold on, I need to push up the brightness. So my apologies about that, guys. Ever since Stain came into the picture, it's become as clear as day. You think I'm being influenced by the words of a villain? Preposterous. I mean, it's when it comes to what Stain stated, it's not, you know, well, of course, like they don't see it, but for me as an outside viewer, I can definitely see why either side would be influenced by such words, you know. So you say, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Following the spread of his fundamentalist views, and with the news of All Might's retirement, it seems the number of people who think heroes should strengthen their posture has increased. Except if you let hatred and opposition be your driving forces, as you've been doing lately, it'll occasionally cloud your eyes and make you go overboard. Man, he's calling him out. You see smoke all over the place. There's somebody over there, but they're not responding, and it's too dark to see. I'll go check their pulse and breathing from now. I'll make some space so we can perform my first aid, any first aid. Wow, they're so used to this. And we see Momo here. Everybody, too, we have to move quickly. He's conscious, an elderly man. Please do it now. Knowing the way this series goes, knowing the way manga goes, we're about to have a perverted scene with this old dude and Momo. It's the way it happens, man. I have to keep force quitting this application, man. What's going on? Is My Hero's greatness, is the greatness of My Hero Academia, you know, taking up everything on my computer? That's what used to happen with Kingdom. When Kingdom was getting good, my computer could not go to the next page for anything, man. For anything. That rubble's blocking him off. I'll make it float out of the way. You know, Uraka. Oh, afraid I'll be docking points for judgment like that. Please wait! She stopped right there. Please scan the area more carefully. Notice how the next building over is leaning onto the wall there? There's a coincidental balance that's being preserved. If you move it without the necessary caution, there's a chance it will collapse. Oh, so we can't. We'll rescue him after I create a strut to prop up the wall. Albeit it'd be faster if there were anyone with a cord that could hold it up. Joining up with any others would only take time. Leave that to us! Using the strength right here. We also fortified the wall. Then Uraraka, it's your turn. Alright, I'll float the rubble that's not affecting the balance and make a way. Going now. What happened? Here? Well, they're not perfect, but I'll be damned if I'm doing a decent job of it. I love the way that Horikoshi does little drawings. And as in a disaster of this scale, there's always going to be a shortage of rescuers for the rescuees. Thanks to that, they need to work as efficiently as they possibly can. That is very, very true. Very, very true. You never know when you're going to have backup or when you're not going to have backup. If anybody tries to go at it all alone, then they'll just lose time instead in the end. What's important is to have a full grasp of the capabilities of one's own quirk, as well as how well they can delegate to their surroundings. That is highly factual. It takes a kind of courage to stick to your role in an exam that could be considered a chance to show off. If they understand that, they can succeed. However, they are still wasting some potential. At this rate, you'll never qualify. All we're doing is watching. And here we see Lida and Mineta. Although it appears many have already done so, it'll serve us better to split up here in contrast to the first part of the exam. Let's move in small groups from now on. Alright, and don't just communicate with classmates. We need to work with other schools as well. Now go save even more lives. Got it. Too dark to see? Let my twinkling illuminate a bright future for you. This guy's a freaking troll, man. Oh, Yama, you're head of the pack? Yada yada zoo, we're gonna split up. Understood. The old man's right leg is broken. Sarah, your tape. Our arms, they're injured. Please save us. The pain. Shut up! Save your damn selves! Bakugo's like, man, F y'all, bro. What do you want me to do about it? You think I'm a first aid kit? You think I'm like Left 4 Dead, man? I'm just gonna pull a first aid kit out of nowhere called Lewis? Lewis will bring in some first aid kit? Nah, bro. I take care of business. You save yourself. You go to the hospital. If you have any injuries, man, you get your own tape. You go, make that bandage yourself, man. Bakugo ain't about that. My boy said... Listen, they said, please, save us. The pain. My man's Bakugo said, shut up! Just save your damn self. What do you want me to do about it? Yo, you're way too stubborn, always doing things the Bakugo way. What if they're really seriously injured? He ain't gonna give a damn. He ain't gonna care. Bakugo's that person that he understands that you cannot rely too much on others, man. You take care of yourself. And if you're almost dying, that's when Bakugo will be in there. But if you can walk, you can breathe, you can call 911. That's what Bakugo looks at it. Wait, in this scenario, we're playing the role of low-priority casualties. Could it be the reason he told us to act ourselves is because he was able to judge that in an instant? Yo, they're already looking at it from the positive side. They're already looking at it from the positive side. A misinterpretation if I've ever seen one. That interpretation of what you said sure is convenient for us. Let's guide them somewhere safe. Bakugo's like, I don't care. But there's no saying it with an attitude like that. Point stocked. We'll be at the safe place in no time. Izuku, man. Already so many. Hey, you. Let me see the boy. Yes, ma'am. His head is injured and he's lost a lot of blood, but it's not that deep of a wound. He responds very clearly. Okay, carry him over to the space on the right. Alright, stopgap sifting of the wounded. Heroes set to work in the short span of time. Before emergency rescue workers arrive, and as go-betweens, make a smooth bridge for when they do come. How's it going? Well, as far as your initial response goes, there are those who are inadequate, but despite that, the amount of points the Hucks are docking is below the predicted levels. I guess you could say they're doing fairly well. To defend the townsfolk, heroes are expected to act in two different capacities. That is both rescue and you just see a massive explosion, a boom sound effect come across the screen. It takes up the entire page. Holy flag nerds. You see Deku looks over to the side. Bakugo. Another act of terror? Guys, the scenario of this exercise is, for real? With that? Oh, here we go, man. Flippin', what is that? Looks like a freaking Shamu. He looks like he's wearing a Shamu outfit. What? Fighting villains. I wonder if they can do both at once. Gang Orca! Orca, there it is. That is Shamu, Orca. He's a hero who was called into action alongside the likes of Endeavor and Best Genius during the Camino Villain Alliance raid. Oh yeah, really? Well, I'm going to be rereading that soon. I don't even remember this. I just remember the awesome, like, the goat scenes that took place in the arc. I didn't even remember this, so it'll be nice to look back into, and seeing this back in that arc whenever I reread it. He's no pushover. He's currently ranked as number 10. Incidentally, he also ranks as number 3 in the list of heroes who look like villains. Number 3! Who's above him? Now then, villains have appeared out of the woodworks to give chase. All would-be heroes on the scene kindly suppress the villains, while... This is nuts! This wall's a little too high, don't you think? This is a scenario where even pros would have their fair share of trouble. They're going this far just for the provisional license exam, at the same time continuing relief efforts. How will you react? Oh, heroes. Yo, in the scene of that chapter, man. Shows Todoroki over here. Shows the Stormwind dude. And then right there on the bottom, man, Deku, man. Let's go right into the next chapter. Oh, reading My Hero again is just so much fun, man. Such an awesome series. About 3 weeks ago, 4 days after the battle between All Might and All for One, at the Hero Public Safety Commission HQ. They are to target each other throwing balls around? That sounds more like a jaunt than an exam. Is it really fine like this? That's not what the exam, is about at its core. That's just what a vehicle we're using to create a state of chaos. I'll test their ability to leverage their abilities and their heads as fast and as correctly as they can in an emergency situation. Number 111, a smoldering start. And the second phase runs by the same principle, I take it. At this rate, it won't be their individual abilities we're reviewing, but their ability is as teams. While part of the proposal the police brass handed down to us, they're revising the general guidelines for judging who should be granted licenses. They want an exam whose content is based on determining whether they have basic knowledge on all of the various aspects of rescue operations, such as first aid and expecting injuries, as well as whether they'll be able to exhibit a cooperative attitude. End quote. A cooperative attitude, huh? In terms of both raw power and charisma, All Might was the titan atop it all. He was the Hulk Hogan of the series, man. There'd always been a big gap between him and the next best, and nobody with his level of arresting charm will be appearing anytime soon. So instead of waiting for the next All Might, we need to start plugging the vacuum with hero teams brandishing a stronger sense of unity than ever. Think of this proposal as a foothold toward that end. And here we go. It looks like they're right in front of Deku. Deku's gonna be the one that has to take them all on right now. We see that he goes right there forward. Load the page, man! Alright, here we go. Now we're gonna have to force quit it again. After everything was going fine, bro. Alright, force quitting. Okay, come on. Get right into it. Next page. Did you say villains? Look! Right by the first aid station, throwing villains at us that close? Talk about mean! We're not done rescuing this area. It's not like we can just pretend we didn't just see that. For the second phase, they already have a set number of points, and then they're grading by getting those points docked. With the Hucks making the call as to how on point their rescue efforts are, that's not all we'll be judging. Can they position themselves for efficient use of their quirks, and can they act with a comprehensive grasp of goings-on? Taking into account the grading manual and all of the data on the 100 examinees, we 100 public safety workers will each be scoring the performance of one of them respectively. Anyone who scores dips below 50 points will fail. Please do your best and choose your actions wisely. Make sure everyone takes refuge over there as far from the villains as possible. Shindo! I'll hit him with a barrage of a single-second interval quakes. I won't let you come any closer. That's some weak stuff. Yeah, he told him, yo, man, what you doing, buddy? That's some weak stuff right there. Gang Orca. Quirk Orca form. Does whatever an Orca can, even on land. So this thing can do whatever an Orca can, even on land. That's a good selling point. And one of the tricks up his sleeve is a supersonic wave attack that can paralyze his foes. Oh, wow. I can definitely see it. They're very, very loud. Gang Orca, are you going all out on them, man? My boy is SeaWorld, you know what I mean? He is the symbol of SeaWorld, man. I wonder if they have like a joke like that in this series. A one-man vanguard? Against a power gap like this, clearly you underestimated. And something happens. Is that ice? Is that Todoroki? Midori, you're evacuating people? We're here to help. Guys, yes it is. I see Todoroki right there. Guys, where were you? Tokiyami. We were by the waterfront on the other side. Everybody headed towards the city section, so we've gotten a little short on hands. We saw the number of villains swarming here and came to give you a hand. Asui and the others are carrying on with the rescuing. And you see Todoroki looking at me. He has a little panel to himself when he's looking out. You see the hair flowing in the wind. I think that's storm wind right there. And he just blows all the wind down onto the ground. And he says, blow winds, and just whoosh, massive winds all over the place. That wind? A villain invasion? Alright, now aren't things getting heated? I like this dude, bro. This Stormwind, it's just, look at his design, man. The fact that my man has gas mask, has a gas mask on both knees. He has a gas mask on both knees, man. That's not a fashion sense, I don't know what it is, bro. And once again, these two meet each other, but it looks like now they're on the same team. Oh, man. Ain't that the guy who turned down admission to UA? Alright, good, the heavy hitters are here. Let's evacuate people while we've still got the chance. The first aid station is where all of the injured are gathering. It's become the keystone of the whole rescue operation, so prioritizing it displays rather prudent thinking. Rather, Yoarashi and Todoroki's quirks, adept as they are as suppression, are quite fit for the job. Good going. To think I'd bump into you here. Yo. Right back at you. All you do is say shit that's distracting me. You. Why don't you go help evacuate the station? Your quirk's perfect for it, right? Leave this to me. Here it comes. Here he comes. It looks like something shoots out. Like Todoroki's starting up his flames. Why'd you gotta shoot fire? Heat makes wind rise, damn it. He blocked my ice attack before, that's why. You acted... Oh, is that what happened? Oh, that's why. When he tried to use his flames, and then, of course, the wind blew it... Oh, I understand. I was trying to understand what was going on this page. Okay, that makes sense. This guy right here is like, where are you aiming? Where's your aim at, bro? That's how I feel sometimes whenever I'm playing Call of Duty, man, and my teammates. I'm like, where are you aiming, bro? The dude is right there. Just press L and R. It's that simple. You have aim assist. Look at the dude. Shoot at him. That's it. And that's me. You know what? Let me save this panel. I'm going to use this. If you can send pictures on Xbox, I'm gonna send this panel. I'm gonna send this panel to future randoms. If you're a future random that plays Call of Duty World War II with me, and I see you missing a lot of bullets, I'm sending that panel to you. I'm sending that panel to you, bro. I'll send it in Star Wars too. You think I play there? Listen, man, someone will be sitting there right in front of them, and they will be doing jack garbage. I'm sending this in whatever game, any game. Where are you aiming? Where's your aim at, bro? Get your aim up. Well, anyways, when you get shoot fire, he makes wind rise up. Damn it! You blocked my ice attack before. That's why you acted after I'd started using my flames, didn't you? So in my eyes, your wind blew away my flames. You're the one canceling out my moves, so I don't get any credit. What? Who would even? You would! Wouldn't put anything past a kid of endeavors. Oh snap! What is your deal? This whole time my father has nothing to do with, and you see that he goes right up with some ice, boom, cement gun. It'll harden in no time and make it harder for you to move. This is absurd. It's now the time to pick a fight? Yo, they don't even care, bro. This is like flipping back when Byakuya and Kenpachi were fighting each other while Ayami was in the middle. This is basically what's going on here. Yo, is that a flashback of Stormwind and whenever he was a kid? To me, being a hero means being heated. It takes a heated man's heart to give the people hope, to rouse their emotions. That's why it came as such a shock. You're in the way. No. He went for an autograph, and Endeavor said, the hell, kid? You're in my way. And he just kept going. He looked up to Endeavor, and Endeavor just brushed him off like he was garbage. Dang, that's why he continues, do not get in my way. That's why he's acted like this thus far. All I felt from those eyes was a cold rage, and when I saw you with the entrance exam, I immediately understood just who you were. After all, out of the way. He said the same stuff! Your eyes looked exactly the same. The same eyes? F off. I am not him. And you know that's the one thing that pisses off Todoroki. You tell him that he's like his pops, bro, he'll start going ham. Enough, don't even engage. He's just another Endeavor hater. There's no shortage of them. Focus on the exam. Don't get riled up. I'm past that already. But I'm not. The hatred is still in me. Yeah, you just see like Endeavor's mask just popping up inside of his mind. No, focus on the exam. What do you think you're doing right in front of a villain? I will never ever acknowledge that either of you as heroes. You hear me? End of discussion. Focus. Come on, next page, man. Don't do this to me, bro. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have to force quit again. What is going on with my computer today, man? Here we go. We see the wind going over here, flames going out over here. Not again, still at it, huh? The wind is sticking the flames there. It's a Shindo. And Deku pulls him right out of the fire! Deku said, F that, man. I'm saving him. Deku's wrath. What the hell are you doing? Alright. I was gonna do this double. One more. I gotta rewind. It's greatness, man. It's My Hero Academia, bro. Come on, man. Greatness. Give me 1 second, yo. I need to. I'll pause real quick. Yeah, I had to go put the computer in charge. Let's continue. I've been the kind of guy who knew no fear since forever. Look how fast they go. So cool. I like this bug. So he was one of those kids, man, that was always picking up bugs and saying, yeah, man, look at this, look at that. And he's just freaking out everybody else. I was the kind of kid who'd end up taking a liking to everything. I can definitely understand that. Number 112, what the hell are you doing? I can relate to that. Come on, man, load the page. I'm already on the page, bro. You just gotta let me go look down. What is going on today? Do I have too many tabs open? Is that what it is? Hold on, let me start closing out some stuff, man. That's what it is. I might have too many tabs open, bro. That might be the problem here. Alright, let me see. Activity monitor. It's not letting me force quit the application either. Because of that, the second I heard about the existence of heroes, I was crazy about them. A man who hasn't wavered since adolescence. Yoarashi Nasa. Otherwise known as Stormwind. Always taking up the struggle and pouring their heart and soul into facing the trouble before them. Their fighting spirit blazing hot. That's why I didn't like them. That hero's baleful eyes glowering at some long way ahead. It was the one thing I didn't like. The written exam is finished. Next is the practical. And last comes the interview portion. For the practical, we'll be judging 6 at a time. We'll be starting with those whose numbers were called, now off to the exam field. The test will consist of a 3-kilometer marathon. However, bear in mind, however, this isn't a course you can complete by just running. Make free use of your quirks and reach the goal. You see that his heart is thumping, man. The highest level hero school in the country. The most heated high school life in the country is waiting for me. Here we go. Let me see Todoroki. He's moving by stacking ice on ice. Damn, that's fast. I remember that. I remember that in in the beginning of the series. Those were some mean eyes, but power-wise, he's the real deal and then some. This kid's gonna pass, but hey, if I use this chance to befriend him, then those eyes might not actually bother me. And Annie gets right next to him. And it's a photo finish. Number 41 made it first by a hair. They beat the yearly average by 3 minutes. Awesome, I won! Woo! But who knows who'll win the next one, because you're amazing. Wait, was this the same one from the beginning of the series? Where Todoroki, like, whenever they were on the race, and he just kept using his quirk in order to get himself all the way up there. Bakugo was using his quirk as well, and started to Deku. That was only the beginning of the series. I haven't reread that in a while, even though I have the volume. But I did rewatch it in the anime like last year. You're Endeavor's son or some such, right? That's something else. Shut up. This is an exam. All I want is to pass, nothing more. I'm not competing with you and have no intention to. He won't look at me. Out of the way. And that's his lasting impression on the dude, bro, is that he reminded him so much of his pops. Just disappointment, you know, he wanted to befriend him. And Todoroki being cold-hearted, he just said, F it, man, who are you? Get out of my way, guy. Man, dude. The hell are you doing? And Deku looks back at both of them. You wouldn't think they were from the top schools, I hate to say it, but it's probably the end for those two. And look at him. Wait, that wind quirk that's been bothering me. He's that kid. Why couldn't I remember him right away? And somebody this loud, too. It's because I wasn't looking his way, not really. It's because opposing Endeavor was all I was about. I forgot you. As for whether that was good or bad or right or whatever, I've left it at that, unsettled. To think it'd come back up now. Come on, man, load the page. Whether it's my past or my blood, I can't just keep going with all of it forgotten. Man, Todoroki, bro, he has to go right into the psyche and say, man, like, it's my bad, bro, it's my bad. For the time being, here comes the Orca. That wind is a pain. And he sends him flying right back. Gotta dodge. Ah! Bullseyes, how'd you like that teamwork? Us and the Orcapo. We're gonna cement every single examinee down hard. Damn it, losing control. Hey, you reap what you sow. And he goes right down and says, whoosh. And Todoroki gets sent right down. So now did Todoroki stop it? No, he grabbed Todoroki. That's what it was. I thought he sent him down. Effects weak because of the distance. Let's go make a great big mess out of the evacuation while the Orcapo streaking up a storm. All right. And there they go. What are you doing? He's absolutely right. I became what I hated. My actions are what invited something like this to happen. I've got to make things right. They've breached. They're coming. At that distance, if I don't put up a fighting front here, it'll be bad. Stop. Move! And he puts the earthquake, and it just Everything shatters on the ground. Shino, didn't you get paralyzed by Orca's supersonic waves? Well, I still can't feel my extremities. But sound waves are vibrations. My brain gets a shaking practically every day from my own quirk's recoil. So I've developed a bit of a resistance. That's a shoot. That's factual. Really clever there by Horikoshi. By the way, I was aiming to use that to spring a surprise attack. But then those two freshmen had to go and ruin the plan. Man, his character changed. I stopped him in their tracks. Now go immobilize him completely. I'll do my part and get the remaining casualties to safety. Now then, guess I'll finish the wind user off and give my boys a hand over there. Man, dude, man, they both got L's. We were competing against each other to no purpose. God awful synergy, zero cooperation. There's no way I can hope to be a top hero like this. And maybe, just maybe, you're thinking the same thing. Heat makes wind rise up, damn it. Scoop up my flames from below. Yeah! They want to work together, bro? I feel so numb I can't move, but anything for it. We'll join the flames to the wind. Load the page, man! There we go. There we go. And trap them, and you see this huge whirlwind of flames, dude. They overcome their egos, their hang-ups. Oh, the chapter already ended? F this! One more, baby! One more! Here we go, man. A raging tempest of flames and wind. Let's go. And without even moving their bodies, chapter 113, after the exam, their power and precision are certainly reduced, but the paralysis effect was not enough. They somehow managed to still be able to control their quirks. Rikoshi Kohei. Despite being completely immobilized, Todoroki was able to add his flame and combine powers with Yorashi. And while that doesn't simply erase the debacle that occurred a moment ago, this is not bad at all. With adversity comes strength to realize one's own faults and try to recover from them. That kind of struggling, I can't see. I hate it. I love this double panel right here, man. Showing the eyes, the determination in the eyes, man. Really, really striking stuff. Love it. I love this double panel right here. Absolutely love it. Hey, look behind us. The boss has been enclosed in a whirlpool of fire. Isn't this kind of bad? Our Orca-like boss is extremely weak against dryness. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense. Yorashi's fine. We've got to stop Todoroki. Not good. This guy, he's using both his left and his right. Yo, he's using ice over here as his defense, ice over here as his defense in order to reflect off of him, and then the fire, of course, to keep that whirlwind up. Using both my left and right at the same time, I still haven't gotten enough practice. My movements are a bit sluggish. Even if I can't move, it doesn't matter. Should we go back to the help area? Wait a minute. Suppress the villains. Here comes my boy freaking Deku, bro. He comes with a sweet chin. That boy said, get out of here, son. Ta! Straight up boot. Let's go, you Deku, man. Let me borrow this. Ojiro. It sounded like the evacuation of the injured was completed. We'll have more reinforcements joining us soon. They receive the rest of the squad coming in, of the Huck members standing by, waiting to be rescued. All that's left is 3 of them. After that, I can conclude the exam. Don't stumble with these final steps. Just a little more, and I can finally sleep. Ojiro Midoriya, we're here to help. Here we go. All that's left is ensuring the safety of the injured and cleaning up all these guys. They just keep popping up one after another. Get all of them in one shot. Here we go. Oh, is that Sui right there on the floor? Wow, you see the tongue just, yeah. So, when did you... I'm working on my frogginess so that I can finally reach combat level. Yo, the suit. I'm digging the suit. Camouflage is my new technique. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Continuing to evolve their quirks. I love it. So, what happens to the search and rescue efforts? Are they done already? Mostly, yes. We just see them engulfed right here. Shiketsu High. Oh, this is that one hairy dude from a couple chapters ago. They should have all gone in Inasa's direction, but if there are this many left, then it's a discredit to Shiketsu. So strong, Shiketsu, they're friggin' strong. Excuse me, they're friggin' strong. If they're all gathering here, then that must mean the rescue efforts are almost done, right? We'll join in too. We see a 2-panel thing of Deku Man just closing right into his eyes. We see the whirlwind of fire. A prison made from fire and wind. A nice idea. If I were the average villain, I might give up or cry or maybe beg for my forgiveness. However, what if that wasn't the case? The moment you attacked me, I had already worked out my next move. Here we go. Let's see. He's there. He's pouring water on top of his head. And you just see... It looks like it blows away everything. Well, what do you have planned next? Nothing, damn it. Deku comes in with 1 foot! Get away from them! And he goes in right in. Boom! It looks like the Orca manages to put his hand up. He blocks. Midoriya, you to the bitter end. You always There we go. If I could have your attention, please. All station members of the Hook have been rescued from the crisis area. This may be considered selfish of me. With that, I must bring these provisional license examinations to a close. So right before he was about to go ham, right before Deku was about to show his stuff, his brand new stuff, it cuts off. And from a storytelling standpoint, I understand it. I understand why it had to be done, man. But that was still hype. That was epic as hell, dude. To a close. It's over! After we tally the scores, I will present the results of the examination to you all here. Those who have suffered injuries, please direct yourselves to the medical office. To the rest of you, please change back into your normal clothes and await further instructions. Thank you. Boss, we're sorry we failed to do our jobs. It really is hard to move around with this restrictive protector on. No, even if I didn't have this protector, that fire prison was still quite impressive. With all the damage sustained from the dryness and with the Midoriya surprise attack, this exam had dragged on a little while longer. Dang, yo, he was even predicting he might have lost, man. Yo. I wonder how I did. We did everything we could, but I have no idea how they were watching us. Times like these are the absolute worst. So long as you gave it your all, I'm sure everything will be okay. And then... Hello everybody, and thank you for waiting. You have all worked hard. I will now begin presenting the results of the examination, but before that I have just a few words. In terms of how we went about evaluating you, between us members of the Hero Public Safety Commission and our colleagues from the HUC, we had 2 systems of point deduction that were combined to evaluate your performance. In short, we were examining both the quality and nature of your conduct in situations of crisis. The names of those who passed the examination will be displayed here in alphabetical order. With all that in mind, please go ahead and review the results yourself. I can't read that. Flagnards, man. Oh, it's more people than I thought. Oh, yes, my name is there. Yay! Me. It's both Midoriya and Mineta. My boy Zuko made it, man. You best believe he made it, man. You best believe it. My boy will one day be the #1 hero. He had to pass his exam. He had to. My boy passed. Let's go. The last person's a you. Neither of them made it up there. No way. Neither Todoroki ni Ete nene aquí, a Stormwind. I thought as much, but I'm not. No way. That one thing allowed them to not pass. Flagnards. The consequences of their folly. Next time, color centerfold. I don't know if I want to continue, man. I don't know. I thought as much, but I'm not up there. Screw it, man. Screw it. Let's read one more, bro. Let's read one more. Man, so they really didn't make it there. Oh, this is this is being saved. This is saved. Toga and flipping Shigaraki greatness. Let's go. Let us go. Put it right there. This is an awesome color page. This is one of the goats. Yo, this looks amazing. Are we gonna see them again soon? I hope. This is flipping goat, man. Number 114. After the results, lurking in the darkness and sharpening their fangs. Yo. The provisional license exam concludes onto a new chapter. So this is about to start a new arc. Crap, I should have ended it. F it. Who cares? Well, we're reading it. We're already at the color page. You're gonna read it, man. Onto a new chapter to say thanks for the amazing response to Volume 11 of the comic and opening color page. Volume 11 was the one with the All Might and All for One right at the end of that. Hell yeah, dude. It deserves it. It was freaking phenomenal. Let's go. Here we see some anime color pages right here. Was this like for season 2 or something? I believe so. Mineta Minoru, there it is! Ooh, found my name. There I am. Alright. I was scared there for a moment. Uraraga! It looks like everybody's passing. Little strokes fell great oaks, as they say. Ribbit. Yeah, buddy, I'm up there, bud. Oh, Bakugo didn't make it either? Where's my name, damn it? No. Bakugo, Todoroki, ni Stormwind made it on there, man? Dang. Todoroki! He's looking at him. And he apologizes. You failed to pass. It was all my fault. My lack of heart is entirely to blame. Forgive me. From the very beginning, this was a result of the seeds I had sown, so cut that out. During the long journey up till now, even more so than my drive to become a hero, I could only think of myself as his son, and I let that burden weigh me down. You really gave it to me straight back there. And thanks to that, there were some important things that I came to realize. Todoroki, you failed? You're telling me our top two both didn't make the cut? Looks like you gotta revise those rash remarks of yours. You should really choose your words wisely. Shut the hell up, I'll kill you. Bakugo, the two of you are both top class, and consequently the egotistic and self-centered portions of your personalities backfired, one might say. And so the hierarchy has crumbled. Mineta, yo, Todoroki was about to slap that, man. He sent it right back into the shadows. Oh man, Todoroki, I'm so sorry. That's my main ship right there, bro. Momo and Todoroki, she's coming over here to comfort her mans. I dig it, Torikoshi, I dig it. All participants have. I mean, I still can't believe that all of them really didn't pass. What does that mean for them? Have you had a chance to confirm the results? Moving right along, we will now distribute some handouts. The specifics of your scoring are described there in great detail, so please do look over them carefully. Kirishima, thanks, dude. Hand it over, damn it. Come on, for something like that. Hey, let me see, Kaminari. Hold on a moment, would you? I still haven't read the whole thing. The cutoff line was 50 points. We utilized the point reduction system to determine your scores. You can read over the various actions and behaviors which resulted in a deduction of your points, followed by how many points were deducted for each one. 61 points I scrapped by a hair. I got 84. Check it out. Pretty awesome, right? I'm excellent in a plain kind of way, aren't I? Yo, Momo got 94 points? Hey, they said screw that, man. She's already a hero. Give her the license, yo. Give her the belt. They said she's a hero by far. 94, dang. How did you do, Lita? 80 points. Overall, I guess I felt like I wasn't quite able to apply everything I learned. What about you, Midoriya? I got 71 points. Rather than my actions themselves, it was my conduct before taking action that was the problem. Like my legs just freezing in place and stuff like that. And that's where I lost a lot of points. If only I could just grab all the points that I lost and use them to boost my score, I sure would be thankful. Yeah. But I wonder what it is. It was a point deduction grading system. There was no addition of points, and anyone who fell below 50 points failed. They used a system that didn't allow for recovery, and yet, why were they allowed to continue until the very end, without being asked to exit the exam the moment they dropped below 50 points? That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point, because, well, then again, overall, this is a learning thing. Like, this thing is supposed to teach them, you know? To all of the participants who pass from now on, depending on the nature of the emergency, your new position will grant you the authority, exercise privileges equal to that of pro heroes. That is to say, combat against villains, conducting disaster and accident relief, and the like. Even without orders from pro heroes, you are now able to act at your own discretion. However, with that power comes an even greater responsibility to society, which every individual action you take will grow ever larger. You do well to remember that. I guess what Meat Senpai was saying was really on the mark after all, huh, Denki? As all of you are surely aware, the hero who was the pinnacle of greatness, known as All Might, has exhausted all of his power. His very existence it was one which was so great that in of itself, it suppressed crimes and controlled evildoers. From now on, now that the proverbial brakes weighing on their hearts have vanished, impudent villains will appear without fail, and their crimes will grow all the more severe. With the collapsing of the delicate balance which was upheld, our world is in the midst of a great change. Sooner rather than later, all of the young aspiring heroes will grow to become the very core upholding our society. In the not-so-distant future, you all as pro-heroes will set the new standard. You too will become pivotal existences which can inhibit and curtail evil. That just got me thinking. Do you guys think there's gonna be a time skip of like all of them, like in the after, maybe not like after they graduate or whatever the case may be, like just seeing them older? And since it is in Jump, I can definitely see like a time skip happening. I don't know what would lead to that time skip and how it would happen, but I think it'd be pretty cool to see all of them like post time skip. I think it'd be nice. I always love post time skip arcs. Like whenever coming back from a time skip, those are always like my favorite things, man. And just look at Return to Sabaody, like obsessed with that arc, right? And I think My Hero can do it really well. It's just that it's not timing, of course. It's really early into the story, but I think whenever that time skip does come, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I just wonder how Horikoshi would handle it. You must not forget, however, that as things stand now, you merely hold provisional hero activity licenses. Think of it as being not even half of a full-fledged hero. Therefore, we wish for you to resume your studies at each of your schools with even further zeal and diligence. And lastly, to all those who were not fortunate enough to pass, you do not have the luxury of allowing yourselves to become dejected over losing too many points. There is still a chance remaining for you all. After first attending a special training course in March, if you would produce strong results on your individual tests, we intend to issue all of you provisional licenses as well. And Bakugo looks pissed off at that right off the bat. He's like, additional testing? And he's just, you already know, man, he wants to blow everything up in sight. In order to cope with the from now on a situation which I mentioned just earlier, above all else we desire high quality heroes and as many of them as possible. All this was a dropping exam, so to speak. We simply wished to nurture the growth of the 100 who we selected to the greatest extent possible. And for that very reason, we observed you all right until the very end, and by no means did the results you demonstrated show us no promise. On the contrary, if you but rectify the points which you lost in this exam, without exception, you have all proven to be candidates whose abilities exceed even those who passed. I do believe you'll be quite busy while having to balance this special training with your current schoolwork, but I personally have no objections to have you all attempting to re-challenge the exam in April. You better believe I will. You see all three, bro. All three are like, let's go! Bakugo, flipping Todoroki, and Stormwind, man. They're in like swimwear, bro. They're gonna come back, man. They're gonna do it. And that's great, Todoroki. You just give it up already. Just give it up, alright? There's no need for you to go out of your way to get the good license. Just take the easy way, okay? I'll catch up real soon. And so finally, yo, I see it right here. Hero named Deku, Provisional Hero Permission License. The Provisional License exam is now over. We're all one big step closer to becoming real heroes. Oh, that's awesome, man. I gotta save this panel, bro. That's a huge step for my boy, bro. It's a huge step. Awesome panel, man. Let's see, come on, next page, come on. Yeah, he's crying right there. I gotta save this page, dude. That might be the thumbnail. That might be the thumbnail. Yeah. Deku, are you crying? No, you see, I kind of, well, you know, I've been helped by so many different people along the way, and also caused trouble for even more people to finally get here, you know, after all he just went through with his mom, bro, you know? His mom was telling him that he shouldn't get to the school, and now he has the actual hero license in front of him, bro. Like, everything he's gone through this far, man. This has to be a huge moment for him, bro. Very, very emotional. It also caused trouble for even more people to finally get here, so that's why, how should I put this? This is my proof that I'm actually growing and improving, you know? And thinking about that, I just felt so happy. I don't blame him, man. How can you not feel happy for him? I want to go show this to Mom and All Might right away. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, Uraka, man, with how she was feeling her feelings toward Izuku. You right, sir? Oh, man, Uraka smiles, man. Man, dude, there's something about this smile. It hurts, because it looks like it's a forced smile, you know? You right, sir? Freaking Winry. Who's got such a unique personality. How about we do some combined training from here on out? What do you think? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Did he actually accept? Hey! Oh, he eventually gets who's here? Todoroki, I'll see you again at special training, you hear? But honestly, I still kind of don't like you. So I just wanted to apologize in advance. Sorry. I got an apology that's supposed to be. He's like, hey, I don't like you, but I'm gonna apologize anyway. I'll use discretion as well. See, that man is rather audacious, one might say, but also quite sensitive. Indeed, he holds both of those qualities within him. Excuse me? What kind of training did you do in order to be able to erase your presence like that? Ask you might, but we haven't any training of that sort. But that girl with the lips, yeah, I'm telling you, bro, the girl with the lips. The lips is the defining structure of her character design. That girl with the lips. Not to mention, it seemed like she had more she wanted to talk about with me, so I was hoping I could speak with her again if possible, but where did she... Oh, Cammy? Cammy. Sorry, I always call the sim cover of the verse, but I think Cammy will be it'll be some way that I can, you know, I think I can remember that. She said she wasn't feeling all that well, so unfortunately she decided to take a taxi back on the station ahead of time. Wasn't feeling well. Oh, sorry to bother you. You see right here. Now think about it, she's really been acting quite strange for the past 3 days. Something about her was just different than usual. I finally got through to you. Where were you and what the hell have you been doing this whole time? And you just see, you know, some sort of thing going on here. Bro, load the page for Jesus' sake, man. And now it won't even let me exit. It won't even let me force quit. Right before... Come on, just load this page. Just load this. Was Toga the entire time? Santo. Dios mío, pero ¿cómo? That was her? The Cammy chick was her the entire time? Hold on. I'll give me 1 second. Yo, dude, this is now 2 days in a row I've been mind blown. I was out playing some delightful games. Do not neglect making regular contact. If just one of us are caught, then it puts us all in danger. Don't worry, that's not a problem. I've been living all this time without being found after all. And what's more, my little excursion turned out to be quite fruitful. Tomorrow will be so happy. Why, you ask? Toga Himiko, quirk metamorphosis. Through ingesting the blood of others! I've obtained little Izuku's blood. She can shapeshift and take on their appearance, so she killed that Cammy chick and became her? Good Lord in the heavens. Your disk is almost full. I don't care. Shut off my computer. I read what I had to read. Good God. I can't get over this. Yo, my Toga hype went from here to here. Bro, like seriously, I was wondering, I was like, ooh, sick. And she's over here, she's walking and the hair out. And it's Toga. Metamorphosis through ingesting the blood of others. She can shapeshift and take on their appearance. Goodness gracious. I was wondering why the color page had them on it, man. Yo. So now she has Izuku's blood. What's she gonna do with that? She's gonna turn into a Deku? It's gonna be a huge plot point later on, I can just tell. This is now 2 days in a row where I've been caught off guard. This normally doesn't happen, man. First Neverland, and now my hero just blows my mind. Toga greatness. Yo, if I can get a PNG file, I will put her as the ad thing, like My Hero Academia now. Goodness gracious, man. Yo, I'm gonna end the video, but I'm gonna try to be back. If I don't come back, I'm gonna upload this and I'm gonna try to record another one later on today. Because I gotta see what happens, man. But I also want to read Neverland. Do you see? This is the problem, bro. This is the problem. What a chapter, man. Holy sweet mother of Flagnards, dude. You guys have an awesome day, man. I will see y'all next time. Toga greatness. Toga. Oh, that entire thing? If anybody predicted that, you're a goat. Because that came out of nowhere. What a batch of chapters, man. Oh, God. Listen, man, I was gonna spare some time tonight for Promised Neverland, but as you can see, it's nighttime, man, but... No, man, I can't. Not after that cliffhanger, bro. Oh, my God, man. Toga, dude. So, because I want to watch the Lakers and the Cavs, and that'll start up soon. So, for that, I want to read at least 1 or 2 more chapters before we end this off, so I can have like a six chapter reaction going on here. But let's go on to 115. I'm still shook over the whole Toga thing, man. Good Lord. I apologize. What's important is understanding who you are. Once again, we're on chapter 115. Because I don't know if I'm going to do this on a separate video or keep this together. Depends on how many chapters I end up reading. What's important is understanding who you are. All these content faces going to and from work. I can't stand it. I think it's fantastic. Honest, upright people, every last one of them. What am I doing, you ask? Just my daily routine is all. No, it's something special. My days start with a single American spirit and observation period. What the hell is this? My Hero Academia Chapter 115, Unleashed. Kanagawa Prefecture, 2 weeks after the battle in the Communal Ward and All Might's retirement. A world where All Might is not coming. What? Day after day, television networks and the internet were buzzing with idle chatter, fanning with the flames of anxiety. But don't you suppose that this will have a significant impact on our daily lives moving forward? I believe it is essential for us to investigate exactly what that impact is and devise countermeasures to prepare ourselves. You're not like the rest, Mr. Miyagi. I respect that. I don't. Who is this dude, bro? Honestly, the figure known as All Might had grown to be larger than life to the point where he could no longer really be seen. As far as the average person is concerned, the biggest change to them is mostly limited to this guy, the one who moved on up to become the #1 hero, Endeavor. Certainly, much of the anxiety stems from this individual. He's just not the type of person everyone can accept. In Japan without All Might, how we go from here? Company employee 36, then you just can't compare to All Might. That's not to say Endeavor is no good or anything, but in the end, you just can't compare him to All Might. That's because All Might himself was a symbol of peace, man. When All Might arrived, you just felt happy. You understood that you were about to be saved, man. It was the way that he carried himself, the charisma, everything that came across with being a hero. Like Endeavor, of course, has the power, but he doesn't have the charisma that All Might has. Described with a single word, he's coarse. I believe they wanted to say a single word. He's coarse from where I am. He just looks like an ordinary person pretending to be superhuman. An uncontrollable force was what elevated him to this undeserved position. I'm sure it's not a pleasant topic for him either. Moogle, Endeavor the hero, Endeavor the hated, Endeavor scary, Endeavor scary. To become the symbol of the weakening heroes. If it were me, I wouldn't want anything to do with that. While the number of incidents Endeavor's resolved is certainly high, the instances where his furious disposition has gone too far are not few either. His base of supporters is mostly composed of men between their 20s and 40s, a stark contrast to the wildly popular All Might. From now on, our role is not just to be passively protected, but we have to stir him up and enliven him as well. Who in the flying flagnards is this dude, bro? Instead of focusing on the negatives, thinking about how we can carry his strength forward is bzzzt, time to get going. The weakening of heroes isn't referring to their power, it's a matter of their spirit. Miyagi knows that all too well. Nah, it's all about power. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Who is this dude? I am here for those who lived normal lives. They were heartwarming words, but those who didn't, they were a curse. So we're just gonna leave it like that, bro? All the guys who couldn't help but to be true to themselves. And you see a villain carrying away with something. Here, it looks like a register. With their curse lifted, it's no surprise at all that it turned out this way. Come on, give me a break, Mr. Hero, over here! Oh no, we're continuing watching it. It looks like I'm reading a chapter in Watchmen. Have you guys ever read the graphic novel Watchmen? Like the way that it's narrated, it reminds me a lot of the Watchmen comic. That all said, those who don't know what to do with their quirks and succumb to temptation, they're an everyday spectacle, carrying out such brazen acts in broad daylight. How dare you? But from here, we'll be looking at a slightly different spectacle. And we see somebody just pelt this man right in the back of the head. He had to hurry it up. Oh, you idiot, you took the whole service counter. Ha ha ha, too bad, isn't it, Mr. Hero? We're not alone. 1, 2, we're Team Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs? You know, Tarantino style? Don't you forget it. Running a red light isn't scary if everyone does it with you. That's facts. That is true. Scoundrel, and don't ask me if I know from experience, but scoundrels who have formed their own little cliques and are operating in a planned and systematic fashion have begun to stand out more and more. However, what we're searching for is something a little bit more. What is it, Giron? Have you been well? It's been a long time. How are you doing over there? I don't know how I'm doing. Answer my question, have you been well? Ah, yes, I'm doing well. I'm so busy that I can't help but shriek with joy. Over the past week or two, the black market for suits and related items has seen an amazing sudden revitalization. The requests have suddenly doubled, you see. It's all thanks to the League of Villains. Nowadays, we're famous with the dumb punks in the streets. It's all thanks to the League of Villains. Nowadays, we're famous with the dumb punks in the streets. Well, ain't that great to hear. No, it's not. Shut up, damn it. So why'd you call? I'm busy right now. I'm not busy. I can't get a hold of Dabby. Better yet, hadn't you heard? Shigaraki... So these guys are a part of the villains? Shigaraki wants to gather together once more. Well, I suppose it does make sense with the way the chapter's been going thus far. Shigaraki wants to gather together once more. I thought I'd at least go and contact him, but yeah, of course I know. Nah, I had no clue. Damn it, stop blabbering. Why does it feel like there's two of them in there? Like there's like a dark panel of him speaking, and it's like there's some eyes right there. What is going on, bro? Okay, seems like most of us are coming together. Don't do anything too crazy. Now I'm interested though. Damn, my man. Damn, I am me. At the moment, the League of Villains is scattered across various locations. So they're coming together. The villains are coming together right now. They're gonna reunite. Scattered across various, not only to conceal themselves from ongoing investigations, but most importantly, to find other like-minded individuals and expand their organization. What's with that mug of yours making a face like that? The hell are you looking at? I'll kill you. The dude! Oh snap! Almost fell. Nope, we don't need any of this trash. Piss off, dude. This is the guy from the oh my god, I'm telling you, man, it's been a while since I've read the training camp, right? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that he was a part of the training camp where flippin' Deku used the 100% against that one dude, and in order to save that kid, which reminded me a lot of the Naruto Land of Waves arc. But I think he was there because I believe he took on Eraserhead, right? I think Dabi was the one who took on Eraser. That's his name, right? Dabi. He took on Eraserhead, if I'm not mistaken, man. Like I said, I'm gonna buy the volume soon so I can reread all that stuff, and it's coming in the anime again. But let's see. Since you're all nothing but garbage, the least you could do is become my kindling and burn to ash. Haha, no good. I've got to cover up. I'm going to split. I'm splitting up. I'm splitting up. But if I cover up, I remain as one. So does this guy have a split personality disorder or something going on here? I'm splitting up because it seems like he has two different sides of himself. Whenever he puts on a mask, he remains as one. Very interesting here, folks. Let me tell you a story. I mean, this is straight up like the way that the narration is going reminds me so much of Watchmen. Let me tell you a story. Back in the day, I also enjoyed my share of mischief. My quirk is doubling. I make 1 into 2. A simple ability. I cloned myself over and over and over again. Before I knew I had created a team of myself. I made my clones do everything for me. I was my own king. So this man is Naruto, bro, with the shadow clones? My boy got the shadow clones? I was my own king. However, I harbored resentment at the fact that I was the king. I was almost killed by myself. The things I double can withstand a certain amount of damage before they disappear. So it's like a shadow clone. Each of us claimed to be the real me. We began to argue. Can you imagine it? This maniacal situation dragged on for a week and 2 days. A week and 2 days, yo, specifics, man. 9 days here. At the end of it, we had all killed each other and vanished. Even now, I'm not certain as to whether I am the real me. I'm unable to tell. Can you imagine that, bro? Such an interesting scenario. I've never heard of anything like this before. Maniacs have no place where they belong or call home. The people that heroes save are always virtuous people and no one else. If I'm able to be of use to the Alliance that accepted me for who I was, then I think I can be happy being who I am. What I was searching for were others who are just as crazy as I am. And you see, what the heck? It's like somebody's face is like inside of a tire. Maniacs who are wandering this world seeking a place where they belong. A group of grown adults all gathering together just to steal a register from a convenience store. Yo, man, look at these dudes, bro. I thought it was weird, too. Normally, if you were to gather together like this, you would have a much better objective, I would think. This guy over here on the left looks like a freaking Marty Skrull. The villain. What is going on here, man? So, like, we're seeing it all from, like, the perspective of, like, the villains gathering, right? So, these guys are part of them. You guys have an illness. Illness must be cured. Yo, this guy looks beast. Look at the ears. Look at the mask. So this is the guy over here. Oh no, he's the one in the middle, right? Because it looks like he has the fur. Yeah, he has the fur up here. Because at first with the mask. Also, but this one right here has the mask. He looks like Marty Skrull. But so does this guy. This guy looks like Marty Skrull right here too, man. This guy looks kind of sick. You guys have an illness. Illnesses must be cured. Yo, I like this dude's design, man. It's simple with the hair, but the mask speaks volumes, as well as like the fur coat he has going on here, the 2 earrings on the side. I like this guy, man. I like his design. I took the money. Let's get out of here before some heroes arrive. Overhaul. Overhaul. Is that the dude with the mask? Is that his name? Took the money. Let's get out of here before some heroes arrive. Overhaul. It's all sick people everywhere I look. Every last one of them. It seems like this lot of maniacs have started to make their own place where they belong. Dude, I like this dude, right? I don't know, there's something about his design that's really calling to me. Like, I can just tell he's a beast, you know? Like, you know, you've been reading manga a long time, and you can tell, like, when a character is a beast, man. What do they call him? Overhaul? Overhaul. It's all sick people everywhere I look, every last one of them. It seems like this lot of maniacs have started to make their own place where they belong. Alright, what shall I do? Both the hero side and villain side have begun to undergo a change in appearance. What's important is understanding who you are, what you want to become, what you want to do. That is of the utmost importance. Right when Class A was undergoing the provisional license exam, it's about time for the second semester to start, right? Or has it started already? Here I thought you'd be completely absorbed in their education, but no way! He's back! What do you seek from me? I'm here to settle things, all for one. I don't even know what to do, bro, because I can just tell that oh my god, man. Oh, this is gonna be if I don't stop, bro. Oh, Maiden's in front of me for AFO! Again! What do you seek from me? I'm here to settle things, all for one. The discussion with the big boss is about to begin. I want to read the next chapter, but at the same time, I kind of want to chill. I want to chill because I want to be secure that I have enough time in order to read more chapters. Leo. Bro. Yo, this entire chapter, the way it was structured was extremely unique. I don't think there's been a chapter in this in the series thus far that's been like this. Seeing an entirely different, I mean, it reminded me of a Watchmen chapter. It really did with the narration and seeing all these new characters. The guy with the thing, what was his name again? Bad with names, man. I apologize for it. Let me see. Overhaul. This dude, I love this guy's design, bro. And him and his little group right here. It's like, oh, I just noticed this guy in the mask, or in the and with the hood, he also has like this mask thing. So this guy's the only one that allows himself to be seen then, because the other one also had it with a top hat. This one has it with a hood. So they all carry this mask, and apparently he's the leader, yo. Overhaul. Now then we have this dude who's the one observing, with the doubling, the shadow clone guy, and he's the one telling the story here. And apparently they're going to assemble as the villains. And then, out of all things, at the final page of the chapter, you want to talk about a post? You know how post after an arc are usually really, really good. This is what I'm talking about, bro. I did not expect this so soon. That arc just ended around chapter 95, exactly 20 chapters after that arc ended. And we're getting this right here, man. I don't know what to do, bro. I want to read the next chapter, but at the same time, if I do, I know I'm probably gonna it's probably gonna suck me into the end, into like another arc. And then with the villains coming together, bro. Wait, if they're all coming together, then what are they? If the villains are all coming together, are they planning to like do something? They have to. There's no other reason why Shigaraki would want to get them all together. And Toga was making a move. Oh my god, already so soon, bro. I don't know what to do. I really don't, bro. Because if I continue... man. You know what? Because... what do you seek from me? I'm headed to settle things all for one. Let's go. Let's go. 116. I don't care. Let's go. Let's go, man. Screw it. Insolent and indomitable, the noble beast of Class 1A, Baku. Flip it, go. Come on, man. Chapter 116, Tartarus Greeting. This place is a bit stiff, All Might. For example, let's say your back is itchy and you try to scratch it by rubbing against the back of your chair. The moment you do, all of the guns in this place will point at you. Your vital signs, your brain waves, they're monitoring them at all times. If you so much as think about activating your quirk, their hands will already be gripped around your throat. To be imprisoned deep underground, covered by so many levels of security, this place is built for the complete and utter exclusion of the wicked. They have modeled it after a Greek legend. They call it Tartarus. It is the name of the god of hell. It is fitting that the fate of those who betray the gods has befallen me. Dude, I love the way this man speaks. AFO, dog. There's no way you're getting out of here, you know. Let's assume that to be the case. So, what do you want from me? Where's Gran Torino? Did you come of your own accord? What's with that pitiful costume of yours? You don't mean to tell me that you're still working as a hero, right? You love to run your mouth, don't you? Come on, now sympathize with me a little. It's been so long since I've had a proper conversation. Where is Shigaraki? I don't know. Unlike you, I've already let my successor carry on. Yo, he called him out for that one. You bastard. What are you after? What were you trying to do? Against all reason, you managed to keep your body alive. You were able to endure and live for this long. And all the while dedicated yourself to exploitation, manipulation, and controlling others. What were you trying to accomplish? This is an unproductive discussion topic. Even if you listen, you wouldn't be able to understand. There are always going to be people who cannot see eye to eye. We're the same. You and I, we're the same. In the same way you aspire to be the hero of justice, I yearn to be the king of evil. Simple as that. I had the power to embrace these ideals and embody them. If I can live on eternally through these ideals, then no effort is too great for me. He's out here cutting heel promos, bro. And my boy is strapped to a chair. He can't do anything, and he's still confident. He's like, I may be down here, but them out there, they're carrying my ideals. And as long as they're carrying my ideals, I live on through them eternally. AFO, bro. If that's the case, why a successor? You really have to ask that? Interesting. It's because you took everything away from me. Look at this body. It's with this tube that I'm barely able to keep on living. All because of you, my ideals, which I thought were limitless, suddenly became limited. When people know that there will be an end, they entrust. It's like that with everything. The houses and buildings we construct, even the food we put in our mouths. Everything has been made by humans to be entrusted to other humans. I'm just trying to do what everyone else is doing. And this reflection right here, it kind of looks like it's All Might. But it's trying to look at it as if like it's a split. Is this what he actually looks like? He looks a lot like All Might. Is that what All for One looks like right here? Or is that just looking at the mirror reflection and it's looking at All Might? I want to see that's what it is. I want to see what that it is, but we'll continue. All Might in 3 minutes. Wait, that's not all. I still have more to say. Yes, that's right. I thought the world would be pretty shaken up by the news of your retirement. How is it out there? He's completely cut off from information about the outside world. Please refrain from any imprudent disclosures. So he says, what a shame. I'm sure it's probably something like this. Right now, the anxiety caused by your departure and the concerns caused by the hero's new leader endeavor. I'm sure the media is appealing to the entirety of hero society. On the other hand, sensing that growing insecurity in the world, the so-called outcasts of society who don't support heroes will begin to take action. Thinking that they may be able to shape the way society behaves, they are beginning to organize amongst themselves. Tomura will likely continue to keep himself concealed for a while, so that he can continue to see to the organization he's building and can expand their influence. I'm sure there is dissension among villains as well. If the scenario I'm illustrating is actually unfolding in that manner, then that's more or less how I thought things would turn out. And if things are really as I say they are, then the reason will have been because of your retirement and the lie that is your appearance. Moving forward, now that you are no longer able to save anybody, all you can do is sit and look on at these villains that you were responsible for creating. I believe you will spend the rest of your life stricken by your powerlessness and inability to do anything. But really, I want to hear from you. How does it all feel? Yeah, he's calling him out, bro. Still strapped to a tube. He's barely alive and he's still confident. Oh, Mike, please back away. See, this is how you keep somebody over. Even after everything that's already happened, man. Oh, Mike, please back away. People often get upset when their feelings are guessed correctly. What a shame you can't hit me here. Oh, you of all people, don't you go and presume you know everything. I understand your thinking very well. All this time I've been thinking about how much that fact would disturb you. And Shigaraki, the blood relative of my master. I know Nana Shibuya, bro, the GOAT! Shigaraki, the blood relative of my master. I know both the boy and I are to be killed by him. That's the gist of it, isn't it? No, what would you do if you found him? Who is that? You are no longer capable of seeing him as a villain. You would be at a complete loss. No matter what his lineage is, at the end of the day, he's a criminal. I will not die. I won't allow Shigaraki to kill me. Oh my. Even in this state. I mean, and it's the way this panel's drawn, where you can see the focus, the direction in the eyes. I will not die. I won't allow Shigaraki to kill me. I will not be killed. The future you envision will never happen, you bastard. I'm here to settle things, you said. Did you come here to tell me that? All Might, time's up. Please exit. The future you envision, I'll smash it however many times I need to. And you can sit here spending the rest of your life looking on. And there we go, bro. The door is closing on him. He's just laughing. The rest of my life, huh? Oh, man, that leads me to believe he's gonna escape, bro. It leads me to believe he's gonna escape. Man, dude, that's not the end of them. That's not the end of their discussion. Oh my gosh, dude, that was so epic, man. Having these two guys that you know the hype is around them and just have their hockey clash like that. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. At least past two chapters, man. Oof, absolute greatness. Sorry for the timing conflict with school. The procedure around Tartarus are exceptionally troublesome. How did it all go? If you were hoping for any semblance of useful information, then I'm sorry to disappoint. Well, I didn't think it'd be that simple. We've got a long road ahead of us. His take is that Shigaraki will stay concealed and work to expand his power. If we should take that seriously, trying to carry out another raid seems like a fool's errand. And one last thing, because of the strict procedures, I wasn't able to take any notes, but my interview with Stain... Bzz, young Midoriya. Deku's sending him his license, man, because he's proud, bro. Sorry, 1 second. He sees it, you know All Might's proud of him, bro. You know he is. What's up? Oh, it's nothing. Keep your eyes on the road, Tsukashi. Izuku. I wonder if All Might saw my message yet. Back to our normal classes starting tomorrow. You're asking for too many things. What an unforgettable summer break. Chocolate, please. Texting? Yeah, they're all celebrating. Hey, come outside after. It's about your quirk. And he just talked to him about this. Like, about this borrowed quirk. Alright, I'm gonna have to end it here, man. I can already tell you it's about the... Oh, man! Ah, oh, what a couple of chapters. Now Bakugo's gonna talk to Deku about the quirk. Yeah, I'll have to save this for another time, man. That way I can read more in succession. What a couple of chapters, man. Holy sweet mother of Flagnards. Good God. Yo, 115, the way it was told. And seeing these new characters. And the way that they're all coming together. And at the end of the chapter, bro, we see them. And in this chapter, they just have their conversation, man. And, you know, all for once, like, listen, man, I may be down here. But I live on eternally through the ideals of those of them. He's still cocky, bro. He's still in there like Swimmer. He don't care. And then All Might tells him, I'm not gonna die. You know, Shigaraki won't kill me. Yo, All Might and All for One, bro, in a Clash of Kings hockey. And then All For One says, rest of my life, huh? That's basically telling us, yo, he's not gonna spend the rest of his life here, yo, he's gonna get out. Oh man. And then Deku sends him in, and how happy he is. He sends him the license, takes a picture of his All Might. And now Bakugo's about to talk to him about his quirk. Oh man. Yo, these past 2 chapters. I love the way 115 was told, but 116 had goldness. It was All For One and All Might. Speaking, bro. It's like 2 Yonkos, man, and the clash, where you're so interested in every word that they say. Every single word, you're just immersed 100%. Fantastic last bit of chapters, man. From the Toga revelation. Oh my god, dude. And then what happened right now? At 115, the way it was told was so great. Like the way that it was structured, it was just done so well. All the way it was narrated. And this chapter with AFO, man, and yo, I can't believe All Might and AFO inside that combo, bro. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that to happen for like way down the line. No, they had All Might went down there right now, and AFO's chilling. Everything's going according to how he thinks it's gonna go. But I wonder how All Might's gonna take care of this now, because he says he's not gonna die, but of course he can't do anything. So what's gonna happen now? And then of course the League of Villains, you know, they're getting together. What are they gonna do? I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Yo, My Hero Academia, man. I'm so happy to be just reading new chapters. I can't believe this was all happening while I've been gone, dude. This is greatness, absolute greatness. So I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. My Hero Academia Awesome Sauce. I'll try to come back as soon as possible. I'm planning on releasing the next batch, because I'm planning on I want to have this uploaded by tomorrow morning, which is gonna be Friday morning. Then I want to read some more. Friday night. Well, we'll see how that goes, because I want to read Neverland too now. But I gotta read this. I gotta somehow find a way to split both, and then I'll probably try to have them both up by Saturday, because this is too good right now, man. I gotta hear what Baku has to say about the quirk. But man, dude, the greatness I just witnessed. And then that dude, the dude with the big overhaul, and his squad with their yeah, dude, I don't know, man. My hero, man. And the doubling dude, just, it's these last 2 chapters, man. Greatness and the Toga. My Hero Awesome Sauce, man. I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. And hoping to get another reaction up as soon as possible.